Greetings, Divine Radiance. How are you today? Welcome, or this evening. How are you tonight? Welcome. I am Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting, and I am here to give you your Tuesday tips and tools. Even though it's the evening time, there's still some tips and still some tools that I've got for you. So one of the things that I'd like to talk to you about is your self-care, right? And the importance of making, I'm hearing, necessary changes and sacrifices for yourself, right? So one of the things that I had been sharing with you all is my journey to better health, right? And so I shared with you all when I started working out at the gym, and then I started walking, and I had about 2 weeks where I wasn't doing my typical 3 to 5 days a week. I would do like 1, 2 for like 2 weeks. And here's something else the Spirit is bringing up as I'm saying this. So now, in the past, I would have looked at that as, oh no, I'm failing, I'm not sticking to it, right? But because I was in that pause state where I wasn't keeping up with my regularly set routine, what it allowed me to do was to really analyze where I was by way of my goals. Now, remember, my first goal was to get better health, right? Getting better health. And the aesthetics was like the bonus, right? But as I was in that pause state, I took a moment to really look at where I was after I had been walking pretty much for quite a while. I'm not even going to say the majority of the summer, but it felt like quite a while. I shifted from weights to walking, right? And then I was able to look at the results I received from doing the weights. So in this pause, I was able to realize aesthetically, I was getting quicker, better. And when I say better results, it's because it was more aligned with what I was choosing for my body by doing that. Now, had I not had that pause, which in the past I would have looked at it as a bad thing, I would not have seen that although walking is healthy too, it wasn't getting me the results that I was choosing for myself. So instead of looking at the pause again as a negative, I was able to see the blessing, the gift of that pause time. So Spirit is saying, looking at life like that, sometimes we pause, and that pause isn't a stop, right? It isn't a stop like I'm stopping, unless that's what you choose it to be. It's a time for reflection. But sometimes we get so caught up in, oh my gosh, I'm paused. I'm not doing what I said. I'm not doing what I thought. I'm not doing what I should, right? And all this lack that we aren't even able to receive, right? The blessing that comes from accepting the pause for what it is and allowing it to serve as a blessing, as a gift, right? So with that being said, I'm back at the gym, back doing weights, and I'm grateful to have you come along with me on my journey. This is a life change. It's not just for the moment, right? It's a lifestyle change. So come on, get moving with me. Let's bust up the stagnant energy. But also the other thing I did today was I got a massage. Now, massages for me was a part of my non-negotiable self-care. It had been for years, right? There was some months I would get a massage every week, right? It had been a part of my self-care routine for years. And I say about 3 years ago, I stopped, maybe a little more, I stopped. And so I have been saying lately, like, ooh, I'm going to schedule a massage, right? And finally I did. And I decided to sign up and commit for the monthly, the 12-month membership, so that I'm getting my massages at least once a month. Now, if I do more, great, but at least once a month. So I decided to gift myself with that because it's a part of what helps me move up stagnant energy, break up stagnant energy, right? It helps me to relax. It helps me to de-stress, and it keeps me physically, right, at my optimal. So massages for me, I love them. And so I decided I deserve it. So Spirit is telling you two things in this tips and tools. Number one, don't look at your pause as anything negative. When you do that, you are single-handedly blocking your bliss. You're blocking your blessings. You're blocking the lessons that are coming from whatever state of your life you're currently in, right? Every state that you're in has a purpose. Every state that you're in is designed to serve your highest good. And if it's not, it's because you're not allowing it, right? Also, Treat yourself. When we think in terms of what we spend our money on, right? And I'm intentionally using spend as opposed to circulate, because sometimes we are exerting the energy of money and it's not going towards anything that is of value, right? Now, when we're circulating money, right, what Spirit is telling us to do is to put it into things that are of value. And what is more valuable than you? What's more valuable than you? So, as opposed to getting that new purse or that new shirt or that new blouse or that new belt, right, or whatever else you like to get materialistically, invest in the things that pour into and feed your soul, mind, body, soul, spirit, right? Pour into those things, because you can be a well-dressed corpse, whether you're physically in the 3D dead, or whether you're mentally, emotionally, or spiritually dead. And what's the difference between a person whose physical form has left, their soul has left this physical form, being dead in that way, or being dead emotionally, spiritually, and mentally? Really, there's not much of a difference, right? There's not much of a difference in retrospect. So start to pour into the things that matter most. And you are the thing that matters most. So think about something that you enjoy that you haven't been allowing yourself to have, right? And sometimes we can continue to live how we live and still be able, right, to invest money into the things that pour into us. But sometimes it's a matter of prioritizing and sacrificing. So if you can give up that Starbucks every day, right? Or give up that eating out every day, stopping for fast food, and utilize that money instead of putting it there, put it into you, then do it. Because in the long run, you're going to reap the benefits. I'm telling you, after that massage, when I got up off that table, I literally stumbled a bit. That's how relaxed I was. And it felt so good. It felt so, so good. And I'm so excited that I decided to go back to one of my ways of pouring into me and self-care. And healing doesn't always have to look like, let me get in a session. Sometimes healing is a massage. Sometimes healing is a walk on the beach, right? We're not just investing our energy of money. Sometimes it's about investing your energy of time into yourself. I don't mean time like, oh, let me go work, right? I mean, let me just go relax, get grounded in the grass, get grounded in the sand, put my toes in the water, right? So that's the message that I have to you for today's Tuesday Tips and Tools. And I thank you for being patient. It's dark. That's why I was all up in here like this so y'all can see me, because it's so dark. But anyways, I thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And if this video resonated with you in any way, please go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know how you're going to pour into you, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Let me know. Leave it in the comments and like the video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, then put a thumbs up on it and then share it. If any of these messages on this channel resonate with you, then go ahead and share it, okay? Because someone else will benefit as well. I thank you so much for subscribing, for being here, for sharing, for liking, and for commenting. And I leave you with peace, love, bliss, abundance, and a happy evening. I'll talk to you soon.